All right, folks, we had a video just stop there, so we're finishing up 10 here anyway. X squared is equal to -5. Square root of -5 is plus or minus I root 5, and then x squared is equal to -2. Got plus or minus I root 2, so somehow that happens on my iPad, and the phone is not working really well right now. So hopefully it doesn't cut out again. Anyway, factor out on 11 the x that everything has in common, all three terms. Left with x squared minus x minus 30. That factors to be x times x minus 6 times x plus 5 equals 0. You get x equals 0, x minus 6 equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0. That's how you get your three solutions. And lastly, on this page here, 11, I even finished this one, huh? Factor out the x that all three terms have in common. Well, multiplies to 35, differs by 2, and -7, +5. Your first answer here would be x equals 0. Second answer is x squared minus 7 equals 0. You get x squared equals 7. X is plus or minus root 7. Those are your next two answers. And then you get x squared plus 5 equals 0. X squared is a -5. X is plus or minus the square root of -5. What's the square root of -5? Plus or minus I root 5. We are now going to go to, again, pause this whenever you need to. We're going to go to page 13. All right, it's not 13. We're going to go to page 14 to finish 13 today. Got a lot of factoring by grouping on this one here. Really, 2 through what? 2 through 4. All right, so on this first one here, what multiplies to 32? It differs by 8. Oops, that is a typo. Because that ain't going to happen. I mean, it differs by 4, so that's definitely a typo. So x squared plus 8, x squared minus 4. X squared plus 8 equals 0. It's going to lead to plus or minus I root 8. X squared minus 4 equals 0. That's going to lead to x is plus or minus square root of 4, which is 2. All right, again, this is a review. Rational. Find all the zeros on all of them. On number 3, we'll just find those rational zeros, but find all zeros of this. Going to factor by grouping here. Those two terms have an x squared in common. Factor out an x squared. Giving you 4x minus 3 here. Bring down the negative. You're going to factor out a negative what? 100x and 75 have 25 in common. Divide this by 25. It's going to be a positive 4x. So you're going to divide by negative 25, that is. Negative 100x divided by negative 25. Divide 75 by negative 25, you get another -4. Look at those, they match up, group them together. X squared minus 25, they go together. I'm going to set x squared minus 25 equal to 0. It's going to lead to x is plus or minus the square root of 25. X is plus or minus 5. And then you're going to have 4x minus 3 equals 0. That's going to lead to x equals 3/4. Another factoring by grouping. These two terms have an x to the third in common, leaving you with x to the first plus 1. Bring down the minus. Minus what? What do those two have in common? You can factor out an 8. Negative 8x divided by negative 8 is positive x. Negative 8 divided by negative 8 is positive 1. X to the third minus 8 gets grouped together. X plus 1 gets grouped together. Just going to find this one answer, okay? We haven't talked about how to get all three answers yet. So just set x to the third minus 8 equal to 0. That's going to give you x equals 2. Set x plus 1 equal to 0. That's how you get x equals -1.